Welcome to another episode of the Kinseed series, and this is actually the editing Nox here. We had a little bit of a problem. The audio is super messed up, so I'm going to see what I can save from this original game, original recording, and then I will see if I need to record some extra stuff at the end to make a proper episode, so we'll see how that goes. But we did have a change log to look at this week. We've got the dog in the veil has been switched to be a puppy, which we will be checking out. The aging versions of villagers used in preference to old version. Initial sleep admins or animations will be missing due to this. Not entirely sure what this means. I think that maybe what they're saying is there's like new versions of their skins or something like that, and then I don't know. Options in options screen, a bit more spread out so you can't select two at once. Adjusted some navigation in Candlewood Village to get the NPCs moving around more. That's nice. Some debug to help figure out a screen freeze problem, which we luckily haven't had. They fixed the missing pot greeting text, which we saw. They also fixed for normal apples sometimes acting like gassy now that the two are separate. Apples on trees show as normal apples. Fixed for the extra exits showing in Mellowbrook, which we also experienced. Fixed for Rosy Crust animations being the wrong way around. I'm so curious what that looks like. Fixed for Roger side idle sprite size difference. Can no longer gain milk at random locations on levels. I am incredibly curious what that even means. Like sometimes I'm almost sad I didn't get some of these bugs. So with those out of the way, next we head off to the Fairy Realm, because last episode I mentioned how we hadn't been there a while and then did nothing about it. We're gonna go buy some stuff. Oh, sugar plums were back, so we ended up harvesting a lot of materials while we were here, as well as buying seeds. I found some pretty flowers that I really like. We ended up doing I can never remember what this is called. Like the deal or no, squill or no squill, right? Alright, so we did that. We ended up getting the vial of slime, which I was aiming for the apple pie after losing the sword. After that, we went ahead and head back to our world, and then went to run our shop, where I talked about the fact that we should probably get a spouse now. I've been kind of waiting to do that, but now that the big update was put out, I think maybe it's time to see about starting a relationship with somebody. So let me know who you guys think I should romance, because I don't know who. I kind of have a backup one, maybe, as like a default, but I'm curious what you guys say. If there's any characters that have been particularly interesting to you guys, so let me know in the comments down below. Oh, I noticed that they seem to have added a little, like, celebration to the stars when you get, like, a two or one star, little star like bursts, which looks really cool. And then we started the next day. We were doing our garden, got an amazing harvest of all of them in one swing, and then ended up planting it up all again. Oh my god, I didn't even notice this when I was recording, but here you could see Mr. Pot actually working. He is dusting like the little post. That's really cool. After that, I cooked up some more food so that we have it for the shop, or in case somebody likes something, we'd have it on hand. Found a recipe, or not a recipe, a note. It says, sometimes apples turn quite bad and lots of gassiness can be had. And then we went over to Mossy Ruin, because it's not somewhere I go to very often. We found another note. Candied hair is very sweet. Buy from shops, so use your feet. Harvested some mushrooms, which we don't often get. Another proverb. Chicken makes your muscles stronger and recipes will last much longer. Another. Squirrels dipped in luscious candy make a friendship very handy. Does not, liar. Slingshots give gentle clout, the chicken scares, and eggs pop out. Is that like saying we should slingshot chickens to get them to lay eggs? Because I don't think that's how that works. Wow, we found a lot of proverbs here. Poisonous is the rotten flesh of apples that once were fresh. It was Teresa Green's birthday, so we decided to give her a 4-star apple, which actually made our friendship rating go up. So she actually likes us now. She gave us a secret. Tom Cow really doesn't like Edward's munch. And then I got confused by this double apples overhead. I think I've seen it before, but I think I've only ever seen it with Teresa Brown. We did end up getting a quest for her after we talked to her. And then I actually just follow her to see what she does, and she goes into the house and puts it away. So I think she was maybe harvesting them, like collecting them from around. I hope that's something we get to see more often in the future. If that's what's happening. We gave Ash Brown something because he likes or loves us, so I wanted to see if we could get some more secrets. I heard that Teresa Brown likes apples. I think it's funny he says, I heard. It's like your mom, you should probably know for sure. I get stumped by a proverb for a little bit. I try fishing it from above, but the trick was from down below. And it said, in the gardens of mellow fields, lettuce grows in great big yields. Oh, and then we bought something at the store, it's not really a recipe, it's just like proverb. It says, ginger perks when breath runs low, give a pinch and ready to go. And then this is a little bit I'm going to leave in because I think it's quite funny, but you will be able to hear what was happening with the audio. This was happening both with my voice and the game audio, though I think it's exclusively with OBS because I wasn't really doing it while I was playing. But oh, for a second the way they lined up, I thought his head was on his body. It's like, who or what is that? Alright. Makes a lot more sense. Ooh, and then we go up to Mellowfields to start trying to make more friends up in that area. We end up giving Molan something that she likes. We learn she likes apples. Huzzah! She still dislikes us, I think. But now we have a way to get back into neutral. Then we start giving everybody sugar plums because I have like 70 of them. And then we find out that Star Sapphire likes poppy perfume, which is something I'm not going to give her often, but it might be nice for giving her on like her birthday. Alright, then we gifted something to Veg here, and then he gave us this bit of wisdom. A man had 7 apples in one hand and 12 apples in the other. What did he have? Big hands. That's not really gossip, but do be on the lookout for a man with huge hands. Let's see. This is something I actually ended up missing in the original recording. When you walk past one of the guys, he says, never stray into the dark forest. Many hungry wanderers sometimes drift into them, and you never see them again. Ooh. Alright, don't go into the dark forests. Noted. We gave Ken Tiller his rainbow mushroom, begrudgingly, because I really don't have much left. And then he gave us a bit of wisdom. Cut cabbage with an adept. Sickle is what they say makes them better. And then we found a proverb outside the shop. Mint is rich and very yummy. Use it to settle a dodgy tummy. Oh, and then we got some wisdom from D. Upgrade your rod to legendary if you want any chance of snagging a top quality cursefish, which is a fish I don't think we've even seen yet of any rarity. And then we found out when Molan's birthday is, which is the 5th of winter. And then we found this guy in the water. Give him his thistle. And then we decided to gift him something to help with that unfriendly relationship. Gave him sugar plums. He says, am I meant to be impressed? But he was, because we are now neutral. Ooh, we got some mail, which has like a new look. It says, Dear Robin, I'm writing to tell you that I value your friendship and that this land is sunnier for having your smile in it. I enclosed a small gift for you as a token of my appreciation, and long may your radiance make our lives glow. Your friend, Thomas Steele, which is so sweet. And now we have like a little present that we get to open to see the apple. And then we got something else from Teresa Green, says that our friendship means a lot, and she gives us some night berries, which is actually quite nice. But I do really like the new animation of like the present opening up and everything. And then we wake up and realize we forgot to go look at the puppy, so we make that a priority. And it's so cute! It's like a puddle of a dog. It's so little, just squishy face. I love it so much. And its name is Sausage, which I love. So that is 46 minutes of my life condensed because the audio was super messed up. We'll see how long this is after editing. Then I'll probably have to record more. We'll see. See you in a bit. Alright, so just finished editing that disaster. That's quite a chore. What I did was I ended up recording just on a black screen and then clicking through the video and just voicing over whenever I saw something. So I've been trying to line up bits of the video to whatever I said in that little bit of time. So I'm going to try to put over some music so that it's not just quiet. I ended up removing the game sounds because they were just as skippy, weird, recordy sounding as my voice was in that tiny clip that I left in. So this is nice. Hopefully this is recording all right. We'll be able to check in a second, but I don't think I'm going to record a whole nother day. I think it would probably be too long, and I'm a bit short on time, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode, as weird as it's been, and until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.